Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and also Brink, and we are one. Today I'm going to talk about a JSAUX protective stand case, whatever that name means, right here. And just who I recommend it for, if you should get it, if you shouldn't, the downs, the pluses, the whatever it is about this case, we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, make sure to like, subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar. Now we can actually talk about it. We got the official stuff out of the way. Okay, with this case slash kickstand protector for your deck, it does a pretty good job. It's a little interesting because it has this opaque part to it, this opaque plastic that is see-through, and when put against the deck, which we'll see in a second, will actually show the back of the deck pretty good. So if you have a skin, it won't completely cover the skin. You'll be able to at least see somewhat of the skin, where I believe with the kill switch and some of these other cases, you just won't be able to see that. So that is a nicety of this. Also, it has, the kickstand, which is the big part of this. Like the two things I would say that are prominent about this is that it has the grips. It has a little bit of anti-scratch ability because, anywhere that this is covering on the deck won't get scratched. It'll scratch this case, and then it has the kickstand. So let's see how easy it is to slap this bad boy into the case. Man, there you go. Pretty easy, honestly. It can, in the beginning, can be a little loose, but I feel like it tightens up a little bit as you get using it. And it won't flop out, which was my concern in the beginning, that this would just pop up and then come out. But you still wouldn't want to pick it up from the top. Like, just pick it up from the top would pop. I'm not going to do it right now because I'll cause it to fall out. It will cause it to fall out, so I'm not going to do that. So it's not perfect, but for $20, I think it is a good buy. You have your grips. It's going to add a little bit more girth to the deck, but if you have bigger hands, it is going to make it that much easier. You can see this the opaque part. Now with this part, how it's glued together, I've had cases and stuff like that on other devices where this will start to be the weak point and pull off. I haven't noticed this yet with testing this, but it is to note, like, I'm not sure if that will happen or not with this. It's just from the way it looks, it's definitely glued on, and that is just a concern. But because the way it's built in, it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll find out later, I guess, if I do another update on this. The kickstand is nice in the sense of, like, it just pops out, it works. You can put it on the desk, and it just honestly works. It is very flimsy, though. I definitely, like, if you just put some weight, let's say, while it's on the desk, it's going to snap it. So you definitely want to be very careful with this stand. That's the biggest weak part of this case, is that kickstand is going to be easy to break, but as long as you're careful, you'll be just fine. And also another weak part, or like a downside to the case, is that if you have like a stand like mine, it doesn't really fit in there. So if you have a stand or a dock that is of that width, a width of like that stand that I have it recommended in the description below. And same with this case. So if you're interested in this case, I have a description, or in the description I have a link. It is an affiliate link, just so you know. But yeah, it's just be careful with getting this in the dock. Now it's easy to pull out. Obviously you can keep on pulling it out, putting it back on. I don't know where that's going to put on the plastic, but it's pretty easy to take on and off. It doesn't obstruct the fan or anything like that. And then on top of that, like a lot of other cases like this, it will fit in the protective cases, that is, will fit into the hard case that Valve provides you. So you don't have to buy anything extra. It works. It honestly doesn't feel too bad. It doesn't feel like it's going to break anything, which is another nicety, right? So I am going to honestly be using this for the next little while until the kill switch comes out. And speaking of the kill switch, I still need to test that out to see which one I recommend more. But if you're on a budget, $20, this is going to go a long way. And if you're not on a budget, the kill switch might be the right one for you. So you can't go wrong if you need a little bit extra protection with this case and need that kickstand, and it don't need to buy an extra case or anything else, like hard case, carrying case, that is. This just works, and so it is great for that. So if you need a little bit extra protection, a kickstand to play maybe with a controller, or just have it easily be able to watch stuff while you're on the table, or rest it that way while you play so you don't have to hold the hefty deck, it's a great little device, and I definitely recommend it for those people that are interested in that. If you need a little bit more protection, scratch resistance, the rubber JSAUX case does that. It's not as shock absorbent or anything else, but it will prevent those scuffs more than this because it has more coverage of the deck, and it will add some grip just like this, and it might actually add more grip than this one. So if you find yourself having issues like that, then obviously this JSAUX case is going to be better for that. It is a little loose. It doesn't look as good. Honestly, it looks a little bad, but sometimes that doesn't matter. So in the end, I recommend it. Anyone that needs a quick case for 20 bucks. Or if you're willing to hold out for the kill switch, because I think it's going to be a really good little case. Okay, with that, let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Do you like this case? Do you plan on buying something like this? $20 it's really good, and it's not too bad of a price to try it out. Also, if this isn't the case for you, are you going to try another case, or are you just going to raw it? Like, it's fine. Honestly, I'm going to keep on using this because I have it, but I could do without it. But it's nice enough now that I have it. It's just, I'm not too worried about scuffs. I'm not too worried about dropping it. And even with this, it does say it has shock absorption. I don't know if I believe it fully because it's depending on how far the drop is, it's not going to matter. And it's going to be, maybe adds an extra half a foot of shock absorption from just if you drop the deck. So check out other goodies in the description below, other accessories that I've tested, ones that I recommend, and also check out my other videos, and I will see you in the future. Peace out. Later!